All right,
So
so
start again.
yeah, let's start one more time here. Just introduce yourself and what you do, please.
Sure. My name's Dominic Peluso, and I'm the owner of Prime Kitchen Cabinets.
All right, so yeah, I have 7 questions for you, and we'll start off with what made you want to start a business?
The reason why I wanted to start my business, Sojin, was because I wanted to have the freedom to kind of do what I wanted in my daily activities, like just open up my schedule and be able to do things with the kids more, and extracurricular activities were important for me. So that's one of the main reasons why I chose to open my business.
Okay, so the second one is how did you start your own business?
It took a lot of planning. I worked as a machinist, and in the time I was working as a machinist, on the downtimes, I was trying to put a business together and getting a business plan together, understanding financials, and just learning how it actually worked, and was that way I could be successful at it.
Yeah. So my third question is what is a common mistake people should avoid?
One of the common mistakes that people should avoid when starting a business is not to get too excited and too gun ho. Research is key. You need to research before you kind of jump in head first and understand the demographics and what you're actually getting into.
Yeah. All right, and can you just like go in detail in what did you do before? You said you were a machinist.
Yeah, so I used to operate it's called a CNC. So basically, I operated a metal lathe and was computerized. I was able to machine parts for like airplanes and stuff like that, and it was very interesting. It was a good job.
Yeah, okay. So my last one is, not my last one. So another one is, so what is your main goal? So like what's your end goal in this business for you?
My end goal in this business would be to have a turnkey operation, something to pass on to the kids that they could maybe be in the future, be able to run it on their own, or if they want to do something different, then they could branch off, and hopefully, this will provide the opportunities for them to get what they wanted.
Yeah, that's it. And then there's another one is, what is something that you wish you would have done on your way into becoming a business owner?
I wish I would have started it a lot sooner. A lot of things that people, when they start opening or when they try to open a business and try to understand basic business function and how it all comes together, it can be very people get scared. There's a lot of things that you really got to understand that are very vague. So you got to do a lot of research and understand exactly what you're trying to get into, like I mentioned earlier. And then once you get over that hump, it's pretty easy. So
Okay.
my what I would leave it at is I would do it sooner and be not so scared and be able to jump in a lot sooner.
Okay. So and then I have another one is, what are the pros and cons of becoming a business owner?
The pros is, like I said earlier, you get to set your own schedules and stuff.
Yeah.
The cons is sometimes you think you have more freedom than you do. Your work kind of ties you up a lot more than you would like sometimes, and I think it takes a lot of your days, and there's not as many days off as you thought you were going to get,
Oh,
as
yeah.
opposed to a 9 to 5 job.
So like right now, would you say like you're pretty happy with your job and there's everything's to your liking so far?
Yeah, so far there's obviously a few things that I would change. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but
Yeah,
yeah,
of
definitely.
course.
As far as it goes, I would love to change a few things, and you expand and you advance as you go on. So as your business expands, you expand. You have a better understanding of how to do that too. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, okay. So then like if I were to maybe like start something myself, like is there like a certain type of like research I should be doing in like I don't know. So like let's say like I like should I be going into some like business school, or should I be like going to some course? Like how did you become a business owner? Because becoming a machinist to a business owner is a pretty big jump, right?
Yeah, it's a big step for sure, and that, like I said earlier, it took 2 years to do the
Oh, two
transition
years
from
yeah.
machine. Yeah, it took about 2 years from transition from machinist to business owner, and that's just like I said, understanding. the concept of the business, understanding the financials, and understanding basically the startup costs and
Startup
everything
costs, yeah.
involved with. Yeah, the startup costs are big, and that's what the understanding of how that you're going to make that happen at the beginning. So that was one of the biggest things for me. As is basically once you understand the startup cost, you have your business plan and set up, and the rest is your effort and your hard work. And as long as you put those two together with your business plan and your startup cost, you should be successful.
Yeah, right. And like you said, like the risks are pretty like crazy, right? Like what you said, the startup cost is like pretty high as well, right? Like like did it take
Correct.
a lot of courage to like actually take that step forward and start it?
Absolutely, and a lot of that is one of the things that I was mentioning earlier. That's that one of those biggest people's fear is that the startup. Once you have the startup costs and you can jump in feet first, it's
Yeah.
if your business fails, I mean, you lose your startup costs. I mean, nobody wants to do that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you put it you get out of things what you put into it. So sometimes people get into business thinking that it's easy peasy, and it's not. It's a
Yeah,
lot
of
of hard work.
course. Yeah, that
So
definitely is.
the harder you work, the bigger the payoff.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So those are all my questions for today, and I just want to thank you for your time here and everything.
Awesome. Ojin, anytime for you,
Yeah.
anytime.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Okay, buddy.
All right. I'll see you on